Everyone, I'm Mrs. Mary. Today I'm going to give a presentation about Tết holiday in Vietnam. There are three main ideas in my presentation. Firstly, I will talk about Tết meaning. Secondly, I'm going to tell you some Vietnamese traditions during Tết. And finally, I am going to talk about Tết foods. Now let's get started with the first one. What is Tết? Well, Tết is one of the most important holidays in Vietnam. It is Vietnamese New Year. It is a time to say goodbye to the old year and welcome a new year. It is also the time to welcome spring, the first season of the year. It is the time to honor our ancestors. And you can see people who work or live far away from home, they all come back to their hometowns to reunite with their families, to pray for a blessed new year. Next one, when is Tết? Well, Tết often takes place in January or February in the Western calendar. And Tết is based on the lunar calendar to celebrate the start or the beginning of the lunar calendar. So what is the difference between the Western calendar and the lunar calendar? The Western calendar is based on the sun, while the lunar calendar is based on the moon. There are some Asian countries follow both the Western calendar and the lunar calendar. They are China, South Korea, North Korea, Mongolia, Malaysia, Japan, Singapore, and Vietnam. Of course, there are some Vietnamese traditions during Tết. There are 3 main days in this celebration, but people often start preparing for Tết 1 week before. They clean their houses, sweep the floors to wash bad luck away, to welcome good luck. People also clean the altar because they believe that their ancestors will visit them during Tết. You can see on Tết, many shops and houses are decorated with beautiful plants and flowers. Just because Tết is in spring, and spring is the first season of the year. The weather is very nice for plants and flowers to bloom. People often decorate their houses with peach blossoms, apricot blossoms, kumquat trees, and many other beautiful flowers like orchids or chrysanthemums. These flowers represent hope, luck, and health in the new year. There are many exciting things to do on Tết. People buy new clothes to dress up during Tết. We visit our relatives and give each other good wishes. In some big cities like Hanoi or Ho Chi Minh City, there are colorful dragon and lion dances. In fact, on Tet holiday, everyone celebrates birthdays. It's very special that children and elderly people receive red envelopes filled with lucky money inside. I think this tradition is very caring and meaningful. Finally, let me tell you about some Tet foods. Well, during Tet, people have many parties and gatherings with family or friends. There are some common dishes like vegetables, spring rolls, rice, pork, or fish. There are some traditional dishes only for Tet, like pickled onions or bánh chưng. Bánh chưng is a special cake for Tet. It's made from sticky rice with mung beans and fatty pork inside, wrapped in dong leaves or banana leaves. There are many Tet snacks. They can be homemade or bought at stores. There are candied fruits, roasted watermelon seeds, pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, chestnuts, or cashew nuts. It's really fun when our relatives or friends come over, eat these snacks, and chat together. One more thing is a five-fruit tray placed on the altar or on the table to give thanks to our ancestors and to the earth. Chúc mừng năm mới. This means Happy New Year in Vietnamese. I think these traditions are very meaningful, and I hope that we can keep these traditions forever. In the new year, in the Vietnamese New Year 2026, I wish everyone a new year full of luck, happiness, and good health. Happy New Year, everyone. That's all about my presentation. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.